My favorite part of working with Printful by far is what I keep mentioning, which is that print on demand. It's really the only reason we're able to do merch right now at all. We are a very small company, and that makes it very difficult to expand out to different things like merchandising. So that print on demand model, it's really, creating a merch store with a giant safety net. I'm Ryan Conley. I'm a filmmaker and host of the YouTube channel Film Riot, which we've been out for about 14 years. And during that time, we've made well over 1,000 episodes talking about the art of filmmaking and even doing a lot of short films of our own along the way, headed towards hopefully feature films that we'll also be letting our audience follow along with once we get to that point. I always wanted to do merch in two ways, the two ways that we do it now. We have physical products and we have digital products. I always love the physical products because it's such a great way to market yourself, but also to build a community, to feel more connected with your community. When we started doing merch originally, we did it all ourselves. We decided how many products we were going to print. We had them shipped to us. We housed them and then we shipped them out as they were sold. And that became impossible to do with the size of company we are. So we stopped selling merch altogether for several years. Until we found Printful, and the print on demand model made it entirely possible for us to do this again. And now we can even try products that we never would have tried before because we weren't sure if our audience would actually respond to it or buy it. Now that doesn't stop us. It's a risk-free situation. So it's turned into this thing where we're able to grow it in ways we couldn't before and just continue it at all. One thing that I love to do is just to make stuff I want to wear. And oftentimes that can be a little bit goofy. They can be inside jokes from the show, inside jokes from software that we all use. Like we have one shirt that life is like Photoshop. You never really learn it. Because that's really the running joke for anyone who uses Photoshop. You're always learning something new about that. Doing that creates a fun atmosphere and really does sort of connect with our general voice in the show we make as well. We're never taking things that seriously. So everything we sell kind of lands in that vibe as well. But then we have our digital store, which the whole idea behind that store was to create assets for filmmakers that were of the quality that the pros use, but not at that same price point. So something that everyone could get their hands on and level up their work. That way, even the young 13-year-old kid just getting started can get their hands on this and make work that they want to make to hopefully launch them into a career that they're going to love. I think the physical products and the digital products work hand in hand. I don't think one takes away from the other. I like how they complement each other on the store because they're such different things. Our merch and our digital products really do give us another revenue stream to keep our passion rolling. The show that we make on YouTube really is a passion project for the last 14 years, and it's hard to keep something like that going and growing if that's your only source of revenue. Eventually, it's just going to fail. So doing things like our physical merch and our digital assets has been another sort of leg on the stool to keep us sitting upright while we make the things that we truly love. The main thing I would say with anybody thinking about or starting in the print on demand is just to start. Now it's so easy to get started. Before, there were so many things to think about. When we did merch the first time, when we were doing it ourselves, bringing it all in-house, there was a lot of logistical issues. There was a lot to consider. There was that financial risk. Now none of that is a thing. Now it's a why not instead of a why would you. So for me, it's just give it a shot. The worst thing that could happen is it just doesn't work and you move on.